Hey there, welcome to Tim Talks Cooking. I'm Tim, and today I'm making a keto quiche Lorraine. I'm actually going to use the pie shell that I made in the preceding video, and here I'm going to make one of my favorite quiches with it. It's really simple, it's delicious, I think you're going to love it. As always, at the end, I will show you the macros for the whole recipe, and per reasonable portion, that's what I think a reasonable portion is anyway, as well as to show you the nutritional values of all of the ingredients I use as I go along, so you could actually do your own calculations if you like. Let's get started. Over medium-high heat, I'm heating a tablespoon of bacon grease in this skillet. Now, this is bacon grease that I got from cooking up the bacon I'm going to use later on in the recipe, and I've got it pretty hot, and so here I'm going to add in half of a medium onion that I've diced up. That's 60 grams. You can see it sizzles away. I'm going to stir it around, make sure everything gets all coated. And here it is after a few minutes. It's translucent. We want to get a little color on it. We really want to see some caramelization here. And that's what we've got here. It's golden brown. It's beautiful. And I'm going to turn the heat off and then transfer this into a small bowl to let it cool off. Now, quiche Lorraine is sometimes considered to be kind of a sophisticated recipe. It's actually rustic and a very country recipe, I think, and it's very delicious and rich and lovely, mostly because it has great ingredients, like, for example, heavy whipping cream. Here I've got 1.5 cups, that's 12 ounces or 350 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to beat up these egg yolks, there are 4 of them, just so they'll be easier to blend in here. I'm going to pour those into the cream and then mix them in thoroughly. In the meantime, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 175 degrees Celsius. Here I've got 1 keto pie crust. This is actually the same pie crust that I made in the video that precedes this one, and I'll put the link to this recipe on the screen, of course. This is just perfect for what we want here, and what we're going to do is just build our quiche now. Here I'm going to add in 2 ounces, that's 60 grams of cooked crumbled American bacon. If you're in Europe and you can't get American bacon, use lardons and cook those up first, but you want a thoroughly cooked product here. In they go, right in the bottom. I'm going to kind of just spread them around. We want everything to be more or less evenly distributed. Next, I'm going to add in the onions. There we go. And just sort of stir them around a little bit. Make sure there's some in every little corner. And make sure we get them all. There we go. Next, of course, we're going to add some cheese. I've got 100 grams, that's 3.5 ounces, of diced Swiss cheese. This was actually sliced Swiss cheese that I diced up. And there we go, and put that on top. Over all of this, we're just going to pour in the cream and egg yolk mixture. Here it is. Now we're going to protect the crust, which has already been baked, by using a sheet of aluminum foil, which I'm folding into quarters here, just like this. I'm going to cut off part of the center so that we can make like an aluminum foil ring to put around our pie crust so it doesn't burn in the oven. And here we go. I'm going to turn it over so the shiny side is down, and then just sort of mold it around so it doesn't move around or fall off during the cooking. We're going to bake this for 40 to 55 minutes, and you want to keep a close eye on it after 35 minutes. Here it is, fresh out of the oven. I'm going to remove the foil. There we go. And you can see it's nice and solid in the center. We don't want it to be too jiggly. We absolutely don't want it to be liquid in the center. Give it a jiggle just like that, and that's how you can tell when it's done. This is just perfect right here. The crust is a little bit dark, but you can see it's not burned. It's going to be just delicious. And we're going to let this cool for 2 hours. Now, forgive me for having unmolded this off camera, but look, it's just gorgeous. And it's going to be really easy to cut now that it's all cooled off. It's really holding together well, and I think you'll see it cuts very nicely. Now, my idea of a satisfying portion is 1/6 of this pie. So here, let's just cut into it, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. This will give you a chance to see what the filling looks like inside as well. Just cut right down in there. And there we go. You see that crust is really holding up well, right? It's just beautiful. Lift it out and look at that. Well, I think we need to give this bad boy a taste. Man, this thing looks so good, smells so good, man. And I've been waiting for a day because I made the pie crust yesterday. Oh. Wow. Oh. First of all, the pie crust is really like a normal pie crust. You're really going to love that. Wow, just delicious. And the inside of this pie, the intense flavors of the caramelized onions, the bacon, the Swiss cheese, of course, with the creamy filling around it. Man, that is incredible. Little green salad, little glass of red wine maybe. I think that might be lunch today. Let's talk macros. For the whole recipe, 3,783 calories, 36.3 grams of net carbs, 107.6 grams of protein, and 346.6 grams of fat. Per 1/6 portion, that's that size of portion right there, huh? Well, the one I have here. 630.5 calories, 6 grams of net carbs, 18 grams of protein, and 58 grams of fat. I really hope you'll try this recipe. I also hope that you will like this video, give it a thumbs up, that you'll comment on it right here on YouTube, that you share it on Facebook and elsewhere in social media, and that you subscribe to my channel. Helps my channel grow and it helps you find my videos, especially if you click on that notifications bell. Thanks so much for joining us here today at Tim Talks Cooking, huh? We'll see you next time.